Welcome to the Nightmare Hour. I am your host, the Nightmare Man. Alongside with me is the lovely, ghoulish but gorgeous Princess Diva of the Dead. I don't know why I broke into
Elvis,
a song.
You are not.
I don't know why I broke into a song for an introduction, but hey, that ain't half bad. I've never heard Carmen Miranda sing any better. Hey, welcome to the show, folks. I'm the Nightmare Man. Alongside with me is the ghoulish but gorgeous Princess Diva
and
of the Dead.
Sparkly.
And oh my God, you are sparkly. I turn around one day and Diva is laying Diva on the floor. You say what? Yes, our very own Diva had laid our life-size cardboard stand-up of herself on the floor, and she was sparkling her dress with what?
Sparkles.
Well,
glitter.
I mean, glitter and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
she's shimmery now.
So
my cardboard standee isn't just cardboard.
It's got you added
anymore.
some bling to it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and right down to the tiara that you wear.
I'm impressed. You actually said the word correctly this time.
I'm learning, ain't I? I know how to say Larry's name right.
I smacked you upside the head enough times that you got it.
No.
Yes.
You smacked me upside the head one time, and I'm going to give you a Linda Blair thing, and I'm going to twist yours off. Uh-oh. Yeah, so you better watch it. Oh, by the way, the sound that you just heard is, these are voice and sound special effects boxes or something like this that we picked up at the Spencer's gift shop in the mall. We've been shopping here recently, and here's I just picked up one. Was it yesterday? We went to the mall. So here's one of my favorites.
Hello, my name is Jimmy. What's your name? I like to eat pancakes. You got any pancakes?
Yeah, that's fun. Give us one of yours. Ooh, that's sound effects. How about one more? And you had to pick the sick ones. Well, anyways, yeah, what was I gonna say? I had forgotten completely. Yeah, I'll blow my head off. Okay, Clint Eastwood.
It's doing it. I didn't do that.
All right.
Now stop it.
We have had a very interesting past 2 weeks. We'll get this out. Well, I tell you what, before
printers.
Before we go into all this nonsense, just to let you guys know that
it looks like an Office Max around here.
It looks like an office mess around here. But anyways, I was getting ready to say, we have the King of Costume, Jeff Wickedbeard, interview tonight's show here. And we're really pleased to bring Jeff on the show and talk about his Monsters Among Us preview coming attractions. So we're going to have that interview broadcasted later.
With my newfound big protective brother.
He is a hell of a nice guy. Jeff Wickedbeard is a nice guy. You can find him just about...
Yeah, he tries to look all rugged in his...
But Angela...
Mm-hmm. She tells us how sweet and nice he really is.
That's with us supernatural, omnious,
you got
super
the
force
same kind
creatures.
of sparkle as those Twilight vampires.
Oh my God, yes! Don't get me started on that, but I'll talk about that in a bit. But yes, us humanoid creatures.
What are you doing with your hands?
I'm talking with my hands because I don't have no claws on.
I have to stay back when we do the show because you almost whopped me upside the head. Your arms flail around.
We have a soft side to us.
But where is it?
But piss us off once.
Oh, is that a threat?
I'm not threatening you. I'm just saying you don't mess with the best. You mess with the bow, you go get the horns. I can't hear you over the bassing and the crashing of your robot. Or something like that. I don't know why I broke into that. Okay. Breathe. Come down.
You just went real steel on me, didn't you?
Come down, William, and get in line with the universe.
When you look
and the
up...
stars. Why? I look up. You can see the nostril.
I can see the Green Canyon.
Oh, you're a funny diva. But anyways, yeah, Jeff Wickedbeard later on this evening. We have had an interesting week. For those of you, if we hadn't mentioned it before, and if you're new to the show and new to listeners, we had a very bad run-in with Wendy's restaurant here in town.
Late last week.
Yeah, I attempted to give some fries to my daughter, Scary Mary, and she had realized that there was a hair in the fries. Whether it was mixed up with the sandwich or the fries, I don't know, because I put the fries in the box.
So you pick out the hair, and I noticed that there's an attachment on the hair, and we thought that it was a salt grain, but it wasn't salt. It was a louse larva.
Can you believe that shit? So she takes it up to the counter. She's marching up there, and can you blame her?
And I threw a hell of a fit very loudly. I don't like it when my food is fucked around with.
The lady confirmed it. The manager.
Yes.
You brought it up there and say, that looks like a lice egg attached to this hair that's in my husband's...
We need a button on here that says, this is a public service announcement.
I think there might be one on there somewhere.
Your buttons aren't labeled.
Directory assistance. What's this?
Yeah, that ain't it.
Yeah, you know you gotta have...
Oh my, of course, you know I did dance with Harry S. Truman. I'm 97 years old. I live in a nursing home. Have you seen my dog?
Oh, you hush up. Thank you. No, I'm talking to a recording box, but no. And we got off track there for a minute. Woo! Lord have mercy,
we went to the
back
nursing
up.
home, man, to visit you.
You bring it up there, and she confirms it, and yep, that's what it looks like. Yeah. And
continue to serve the next people walking in the door. That's disgusting.
Diva did her homework. There is a, what would you call it, a disclaimer or something? Or not a disclaimer, but something. So then she found some information about it.
It's basically, it's guidelines on whether or not you have a reason for lawsuit. And it says in there that if you do not know what you are serving is contaminated, you are not at fault. However, I pointed out that the food they were serving was contaminated, and they continued to serve the next people walking in the door knowing it is contaminated, which the disclaimer, whatever you want to call it, the information that I found says that if you willingly serve food that you know is contaminated, you are at fault.
Exactly. So they keep on doing it. And when I brought the container home, now, I don't know about the law and everything like this. If it would be called, it wouldn't be good evidence or anything like this. But folks, I'm going to tell you something right now.
I can understand if you're working in fast food or any kind of food whatsoever. Things like facial hairs, like eyelashes. I mean, you can't pluck out your eyelashes just because you work at a fast food place or whatever.
Exactly.
You can get an eyelash in your food. That's acceptable on my side. Because that's something that you cannot control.
Yeah.
Eyelash and eyebrow.
Even with hair nets, they're not 100% guaranteed.
None of them people had on hairnets.
Nobody had.
And I even loudly spoke it. I said, not one of you guys even have a hairnet on.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
I spoke it very loudly.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I bring the box home that's got the fries and stuff in it to save it.
An eyelash with mascara.
I took tweezers. I did a CSI on this damn box of fries.
You sure did.
And I pulled out an eyelash,
multiple things,
and other things, and I put them in a baggie. I don't know if it would be evidence or something like that. I don't know if they want to go so far as to take this and get it DNA tested or something like this. But the thing about it is, folks, I'm going to tell you this right now. We'll get it out right in the open. I'm not going to lie to you. We're not blowing smoke up anybody's asses or anything. This is what happened to us.
Yeah, we were sitting right inside the restaurant.
I'm so sure about my word. I am broadcasting my word, and millions of people would be able to hear this show. And this is what I'm saying right now. If they would want to take these hair particles and stuff that we found afterwards, take them for DNA testing and against the people there at the restaurant.
For all we know, the eyelash could be one of ours that we found in there. I mean, we did, after we brought it home.
Well, no. Whatever. That's fine.
Actually not, because none of us had makeup on.
You can't tell me that all this hair hair particles I found
was from us. Hairs.
From us, okay.
Yeah,
it did not
gross.
Transfer that quick. So I'm telling you right now,
I won't go to Wendy's anymore, which is very disturbing because I really like their food, but I don't like it with attachments.
What it is that the hair particles that I found in the box afterwards was not ours. It came from Wendy's.
Well, yeah, it was in a closed box when we brought it home.
There's no way any of these things I pulled out belong to us.
Well,
and I'll prove it. If they want to take a DNA test and do it, or whatever they want to do, that's fine. I'm telling you right here in front of national TV somewhat, YouTube. I'm telling you this is the truth. No ways ands about it. Do not eat at Wendy's in Kenton. If you, I'll take my advice. Come down to our house and I'll fix you a good hamburger.
Originally, I had taken the box of fries and what was left of your sandwich up to the counter, and I left it there. But as I was walking out the door, I was like, yeah. And then I walked back up to the counter and I picked up the box, and you guys had already gone outside. And I'm like, and I'm taking this for evidence.
That's right, evidence. Exhibit A.
No, what do you mean? No, thank you. I have internet providing for me. I have no money to even eat.
What?
That's another one of them sound bites. Give us one.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's a no. Give us a no. Give
I
it a new
like that one.
Money is down. Yeah, and that's what's going on. That's the cavalry coming right here, baby. That's the cavalry. Now we got.
Now we go to Facebook.
When we last seen the Nightmare Man, he was deleted from Facebook. Oh no!
Oh no!
Who gives a crap? But nevertheless, if you haven't added me on Facebook, or if I haven't added you on Facebook yet,
you had to restart.
Find me at the same name.
Again.
Find me at the same name. Nightmare Man, Wild Bill didn't change.
So how's the fight going with Facebook? Are you winning, or that you haven't heard back?
I haven't heard nothing back.
I mean, you basically had to give him a DNA test to fight this
I got to
thing.
give him a DNA test. This is me. That is who I am. Yeah, in order to make sure that your identity is correct and you are who you say you are, give us a blood sample. That's what I think. Yeah, there's your sample right there. DNA test that shit. But yeah, what was it? Wednesday? It happened.
Yep.
I was talking to a friend of mine, good friend of mine, and fellow promoter that helps out with us, Nick Tyson. I was talking to him via Facebook private messages and stuff about some Halloween and stuff, props or whatever. And the next thing you know, I look at the screen and everything went crazy, and I don't know what happened.
Yeah, Nick said he was typing a message to you, and he hit send, and it says, "You do not have permission to send a message to this person." What?
And then I look over to you, and you say, "You're not here."
Yeah, you were gone off my profile and everything. I wasn't engaged anymore.
And that was...
I told you I was going to run.
And then at 7... yeah, I knew. At 7:25 Wednesday night, I was deleted from Facebook.
Oh, you know what time, huh?
Yeah, I just happened to look down. It was 7:25. Give you a time frame. Yeah,
Why were you deleted?
I don't know, and I've been asking Facebook that too. I followed all the steps in order to file appeals and crap like that, and I basically said, okay, it looks like I'm not going to get my page back. Do I at least get a reason why you are deleting me? And of course, nothing. You know, a friend of ours, Steve Selewski, we grew up with, he told me over the phone that a lot of people, he's heard on the news that a lot of people are going back over to MySpace and leaving Facebook. Can you blame them? Hello?
You know, my Diva of the Dead page, my divaofthedead.com, you know, with that, you get to have profiles and friends lists and stuff and add pictures and stuff, just like Facebook.
Yeah. Diva of the Dead.
Like, people can go there and confer and talk and have interactions with us, the same as what they do on Facebook.
Yep.
And there's no rules.
Yeah, you can post dirty pictures.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, you.
I don't want nudie pictures of people on my page.
They'll probably just send it to you in private messages. I would do it that way. Huh?
Are you gonna send me private messages?
I'm your private dancer for money.
Hola, how you know my name is, huh? Don't you call here no more, comprendo es?
It's Cheech. Okay, man, I won't call no more because I don't know what happened to my phone, man.
Oh boy.
So, anyways, I restarted a new Facebook, and I got, as of right now, I think it's like over 120 friends.
Woo woo!
Hey.
You are sparking it up.
They're finding me. So
You know, speaking of restarting, you kind of restarted our childhood here recently. We've been watching it at your request, seeing them on the guide. What did we watch the other day? We watched Scooby Doo, the monster movie one, where they what's the name of it? The
Scooby Doo Monsters Unleashed.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And then yesterday we were watching Roadrunner and
The Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie.
Yeah.
It was the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie.
Yeah, and they had clips from cartoons in there, like the Roadrunner and Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew, Daffy Duck, all the big
yeah.
hitters. There's nothing wrong with going back to your childhood. I love watching cartoons. I'm 41 years of age, and I will sit down, if I can still find that channel, though. They are playing Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends and The Incredible Hulk. And the Nightmare Man
We got work to do. We don't have time for cartoons.
Well, I know nowadays we don't have time for cartoons, but I'm saying is that that's how I roll. I will watch those cartoons.
Work. I'm the slave driver. Get your ass busy.
You can take a flying leap.
Really? All I got to say is Monsters Among Us.
Monsters Among Us. Yeah, you're right. Very, very busy. Very busy time for us. I am very
busy.
I am very proud of us, too, this week. We accomplished some projects that we got done, didn't we?
Yeah, no thanks to the printer malfunctions.
Yeah, we've having technical difficulties with printers. I have...
My beast decided to print everything in pink, which we all know about it because I've been complaining about it for the past 2 weeks on the show. But so we decided we was going to try to go get one of them little $30 printers at Walmart. And, oh, okay, this will work pretty good. So we get the printer and we bring it home and it prints 6 pages and then the pages start getting the weird color. And I'm like, what the heck's going on? It ran out of ink after literally 6 pages.
Yeah.
Are you freaking kidding me? So you send me with your bank card to go to Walmart and get me new ink. What happened? It was $50. And it printed literally less than 10 more pages.
It wasn't.
What? Really?
It wasn't worth it. So I don't know when we're going to get a next computer. Next printer. I don't know when we're going to get one, but
yeah. So basically, we spent like over $80 and ended up with less than 20 pages that we printed.
Yeah.
So what'd we do with that printer? Right back to Walmart. At least we got 30 of our $80 back.
But we're somehow going.
My leg just fell asleep and started tingling.
We're somehow going to make. Is your leg all right?
Yeah. Oh yes, you need to do that.
We're experiencing technical difficulties with Diva's ankle. Please stand by.
It's not my ankle. My whole leg just started tingling.
So but nevertheless, fans, we're going to have enough photos for you guys for Monsters Among Us. We're not going to let you down. We're not going to let you down. We're going to have some stuff. So
not everything that I wanted to have, but we will.
We got the cups taken care of. We have 10 apiece, I believe, of Nightmare Man and Diva the Dead cups.
Yeah, what happened when we was making the cups?
I thought there for a second you was going to slice your hand off.
I wasn't going to slice my hand off. I went into an uncontrollable laughing spell. Yeah. I was crying down my face.
You had a bottle of wine sitting next to you. I wonder why.
It's my drunk project.
It's my drunk project. Yeah, like the drunken kitchen or drunken chef or what is that video?
It's my drunk kitchen.
My drunk kitchen.
Yeah,
that
was my
lady.
Drunk project.
What is her name? I can't. Does she have a name? I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure she has a name. Her parents just didn't call her nothing.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Get out of there.
But yeah.
I'll keep continuing.
Oh, keep continuing.
Oh yes, because it's
Okay. But yeah, let's get back to where was that? Facebook.
Yeah.
Is that what we were talking about?
My belief with the Facebook is that that someone who is running around in the wrong, well, I can't say the wrong, in a competitive
certain circle,
and you got reported for associating with the wrong people, basically, is what.
Yeah.
I think you got. I think you got the hose.
I think so too. Yeah. I have talked to a person, and they have said that their experiences with the possibilities of pages getting deleted was from certain
convention politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
which is childish and immature, because just because we go to one type of convention held doesn't mean we don't go to the other type of convention held. But certain convention affiliates are throwing fits.
Now, we're not saying any names.
No.
But, just remember that, folks. We're not saying any names. This is, of course, this is America. Okay, this is freedom of speech.
Yeah, but you can't. I mean, everybody, almost every single person in this godforsaken earth has a nickname, right?
Right.
Or an alias, or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like my youngest, I call her Boo Boo, not the bear.
Hey!
No, not that Boo Boo. But
what happened to my Facebook
I'm just saying,
page?
we all have some kind of an alias. And, of course, yours is Nightmare Man, one of them.
Yeah.
And mine is Princess Diva of the Dead.
Correct.
So everybody calls me Diva.
Yeah.
But, so, the first natural thing you do, you make up one of these public pages like Facebook or MySpace or whatever. What's the first thing you do is you go on there and you put your alias on there.
You get a nickname.
Well, yeah, because... for privacy issues, for one, is one of the reasons why I didn't have my name on there. Yeah, I had my first name on there in parentheses, but when people see the name Barbara, what do they automatically do? And you've done it. They call you Barb. Mm-hmm. No, I don't like it. I hate it. I don't like my name shortened, so I don't want it on my profile, because I don't want to have to explain to every person that says, hey Barb, hey Barb, hey Barb. I don't like it. I want my alias on there, because this is my profile. I should be able to do with my profile whatever I want.
Exactly.
There's nothing perverted on there. Well, basically there isn't. There's no bad
basically
pictures.
There isn't. No, you don't have nothing.
There's no bad pictures.
People...
There's no nothing. I simply had Princess Diva of the Dead as my name. And what does Facebook do? You're locked out of your account. You gotta change your name. You have to use your real name so people can find you.
Go yourself
exactly.
and your mother, you sucking mother low-life sack of
I couldn't have picked a better button.
Those aren't even labeled, and you picked a good
I couldn't
button.
have picked a better
High
button.
Five.
High five!
High five!
I did good!
You did!
Yeah!
You get a pancake.
My name is Jimmy. What's your name? I like to eat pancakes.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Pancake.
Ryan Stacy will like that one.
Yes, he will. He's a good friend of ours.
So, mine gets obliterated too. I don't know why. Hey, Facebook, you think you can have grow a pair and tell me why I got deleted?
Okay.
Why over my close to 3,000 fans want to know what the hell happened to me? Hello?
Well, what you should do...
Is there anybody in there?
Listen to me. Hear me out.
Go for it.
What you should do, and what everybody who's listening to this should do, is to do what I do.
What?
Once a month, I go to my friends list. And being my friends list is so long, I have to do just a certain number of friends and then start again. And if you highlight the page and scroll down, your friends list, you can continue to add, it all turns blue.
Copy them.
And you copy them, and then you go to your email box and you paste it in there and you send it back to yourself through your email, and it saves your whole... every friend, all of their profiles.
That's true.
It saves them just like you're looking at them on Facebook, such and such, such and such, and you just click the links and it pops their Facebook pages up.
Exactly. So remember that
I saved my entire friends list. Almost 5,000 people
Remember
yesterday.
that, friends, in the event that you think that you feel that you're going to get in threatening messages, you feel that you're threatened. On Facebook, save your friends list now. So
yeah, because now you're
next time it may be you
Yeah, because for affiliating with us, we're bad people.
There was somebody, one of my friends. I won't mention names or anything, but one of my friends said that they said that we're pretty big and high up for them to go after us. Well, it's like, thinking we're important fixtures to the horror scene, and I appreciate that. I think they're thinking of us. I appreciate that.
I don't see myself as any kind of a star. I mean, we do have recognition. We have fans. We have people that look forward to seeing us. But I don't feel like I am any kind of a star or anything.
Yeah,
I mean, we kind of have our toe in the door a little bit, maybe our toenail.
You're right.
But we're by far not anything of great importance like some of those movie stars out there, like Douglas Tate or Mark Patton or Derek Mears, anybody like that.
Yeah, they're good friends, by the way.
Yeah, they all are friends of ours.
We're just trying to make our mark, and we love everybody, man. It's how we roll. I mean, spend a weekend with us and get.
Well, we
don't have limousines. We don't eat caviar, man. We're
trying to make our mark on the world, just like everybody else is trying to do. But it seems like the one and only dear sacred Facebook is all against us. I don't know why. They are always nitpicking at me. Do you notice that?
They're nitpicking at everybody, dear.
I poked too many people one day. You do not have permission to poke. What?
That's what Diane said.
Apparently, I'm the queen of poking.
You're the queen of poking, man. That's what he said. You poke too many people, or you ask too many friend requests. Steve said it best. It's like they're like friggin' Nazis. Doesn't this kind of remind you of controlling your life?
You know what you do with those? You go like this. Where's it at?
Let me try one. Let me try this.
Okay.
Here we go.
Try another one.
Hola, how you know my name is?
It's the same one. You should have one that says "No habla inglés."
That's when you picked up the phone and that's what you hear, and then you look outside and there's people walking around in a daze, and people are walking around in some kind of a trance.
What is
causing mass murder everywhere?
Hold on. I'm drawing
Walking
a little bit of a blank here. What is that movie where the mom and dad and the mom's the pregnant and they live in the bomb shelter for all those years, and then he wakes up and the whole world is.
Is that got Brandon Fraser in it?
Yeah, that's Brandon Fraser, but what's it called? I don't remember what it's called.
I don't remember the name of it. Well,
it's like that. You wake up one day, you just wake up and the whole world is being changed.
It does. But yeah, I got a new Facebook page and I'm slowly getting back. So say que sera sera, and we'll see how long it lasts before I get booted off of it again. But like I said, thank you Facebook for growing a pair and letting me know why a lot of hard work and effort went into a page that has now been obliterated and nobody wants to give me a valid freaking reason.
Someone else also said, I don't remember which one of our friends said it,
bullshit.
But someone else said that Facebook is doing that to people they feel who are doing too much self-promoting.
Isn't that what that's on here all about? Well, then don't have the Facebook on her then. Hello?
You do a lot of I said doo-doo. You do a lot of self-promoting. You make a lot of videos on your little program there.
And I do it for
plastered on everybody's wall.
For Monsters Among Us.
Shame on you.
Oh my goodness sakes.
Shame on you. You are a bad person. You should be put in prison for all this.
You know who I really am, don't you? I'm the devil. Look at me. I'm the devil. I'm getting inside your Facebook and I'm going to give you a scare. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, gang, you want to know what time it is?
What time is it?
I will tell you what time it is.
Uh-oh.
Folks, you're not going to believe what we watched last night. Oh, my goody. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go right into Diva's movie reviews.
Yeah.
We're just going to, it's a short show, so we're just going to do one movie that
it's not a short show.
It will be for us because next it's going to be Wicked Beard coming up, so
Yeah, we have interview.
Yeah, we have interviews.
Diva's movie review of this week is Twilight. Breaking Dawn.
Breaking Dawn. This is where
and last
Edward
night,
and Bella ties the knot.
The other day, I bought the movie. I seen it at Walmart that it was out, and I had not read the book. I haven't read any of the Twilight books, so I didn't know what to expect. And I had not dragged you to the movie theater to see the movie. So last night was the first that I got to see the movie. And I was really surprised because you says, well, I don't know what you want to watch. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Do we want to pick a movie or something? And you're like, oh, well, go ahead and put in your Twilight movie. And I thought you was being sarcastic and didn't want to watch it.
Right.
So, but you put it in for me nonetheless, and I figured you'd fall asleep while we were watching it. No! You were on the edge of your seat, and you're, like, really interested in what was going to happen.
I never thought I'd see the day where I was interested in a Twilight movie.
It was really good.
But you want to know, kind of sort of reminded me when Bella's pregnant. I guess we can talk about it now because
and
it's out
they
on
don't call
video.
the baby a baby, they call it it.
A thing.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of
get that thing out of her because the baby is literally taking all of her nutrition. She's withering away. She has no energy. She's looking like a skeleton with skin wrapped around it. She's looking very pale with her dark, droopy looking eyes and sunken back in her head, and then they decide that they're going to try this new idea they have going on, and they take a blood pouch and they pour it in a cup and
feed her
of course
like,
Edward puts a little straw in it, and she's kind of
like
hesitant to try it, and
like a milkshake.
And all of a sudden color starts coming back in her face, and the baby's all happy about it and stuff. But the baby grows, like within a month she's done with her pregnancy. Really? Seriously?
Couldn't it be that easy for all of you?
I enjoyed being pregnant every single time. Well, I can't say every single time because the second time it was a bad pregnancy. It was horrible.
It had a lot of Twilight Breaking Dawn had a lot of action, and I like the fight scene where the vampires,
the werewolves
with the werewolves
and
in front of the
vampires
house and shit.
And did you ever think? I mean, you've seen some of the other Twilight movies with me. Did you ever think that any of the werewolves would join in and fight against the werewolves with the vampires?
It's starting to get a little bit better.
Some of them did.
But you want to know something? In the past movies, it seemed like, to me, I mean, other people might have a different opinion, but to me, it just seemed like it was more love and a love story and shit like that.
Vampire movies do have a love story in them. Every one of them do.
This is too much for me, but this recent...
too much twinkle.
Too much twinkle.
I see.
Too much sparkle. But this one here was pretty cool. When we watched Bella going through the birthing stages, it kind of reminded me. Now, maybe a lot of our listeners may not remember this TV show.
How'd you like how the cord got cut?
No.
Edward bit it.
No. Thank you. I did want breakfast this morning, but okay. But no, if a lot of people do not know this TV show that I'm about ready to talk about, research it on YouTube.
YouTube.
It was a television series called V.
Oh, yes.
This is when we finally make contact with aliens, and they turn out to be bad guys and are lizards and shit.
Those beings of outside space.
Yeah, and Robert Englund is even in this TV series too. Our own Freddy Krueger. He plays a nerdy alien called Willie.
He plays a nerdy wimp in the
zombie strippers.
I just love that one.
We love him in that one, but. Close to the end of the series, a human. Well, I don't know how far it was in there. I can't remember, but a human mated with an alien visitor. They had a little love affair, and then she ended up being pregnant, and she had two babies. One came out that looked normal, who we thought was normal human, and the other one was a lizard kid. No, that sounds more like
That's like Taz.
Tasmanian devil. But
Here, let's push a button.
North American Air Defense Readiness Center, Sergeant Marone speaking. State your emergency, please.
yeah, we're being overran by alien visitors. Me and the old ladies shacked up in the garage. We got a couple double-barrel shotguns, but you know that ammo ain't gonna last very long. Man. So if y'all want to come down here and give us a hand, you know, we
Oh,
appreciate
boy.
it, you know, because we're gonna blast and get them aliens out of here. Then you want to know something, Liza May? Next thing you know, it's gonna be them goddamn zombies. Then we're gonna have over on the zombies. I'm telling you what, it's gonna be a catastrophe.
Could you see a character acting the way that you just did? A real character
There are the real
be
out there.
turned into a zombie? Could you imagine what it would be like?
They would desperately. I don't
They
know.
would walk in circles.
They would walk in circles. Where's them brains? But I don't know. That's
You could
funny.
give them a map to the brains and they wouldn't be able to find them.
But getting back to our movie thing, I think, you know, Breaking Dawn wasn't too bad. I will admit it. Give me hell. I don't care.
I think that would be a funny movie if somebody made a movie of zombies overrunning the Hilljack area of the neighborhood.
Hillbilly zombies from outer space
Yeah.
or something like that. It'd be on the Saturday afternoon show.
Hillbilly zombies. There you go.
Hillbilly
There's a new
zombies.
movie.
They got zombie
idea.
strippers. I mean,
Hillbilly
come on.
zombies.
Come on, people. Watch zombie strippers. I encourage you to watch
And
that.
what would be the zombie sound they would make?
brains? Or something. I don't know. But don't get us wrong, folks. We do have friends.
Oh.
Yeah, we do have friends in the southern parts of the states and stuff like that. It's all fun
Well, it
and all
doesn't
jazz.
mean that
We
just
love
because
everybody.
they're southern that they're hillbillies, because we
No.
got them here in this damn town.
Hello? What do you mean? No, thank you. I have internet providing for me. I have no money.
Hello, Frankie. Frankie, it's your mother. Uh-oh.
For Frankie, better answer his phone. So Twilight,
Yep.
pretty good movie.
Two thumbs up. I
now-
loved it.
Now see,
And
it's
the
going to be on
ending
your.
was even better.
I'm going to be on the edge of the seat now because Bella is getting some color back into her, and her she
Her
looks
eyes
alive
opens
now.
right at the last second.
And what color are they?
Red.
Blood red. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one talking about. Now that's called. Now I tell you this right now. That's a vampire movie. They don't like a Bill Goat and everything back in the day. Now that's a vampire movie. And you want to know something? I'm going to get out of this Sybil stage that I just did because think about it. You look like
Sometimes I don't know who I'm here with.
you're sitting there right now. It's like, now where did he put that straitjacket? I know he put it in his costume.
I have a spare.
So why he's not looking? Here, honey. Here's a straitjacket you're wearing today.
Here,
It's a-
honey, let me help you with your coat.
by the way,
It's a
Diva,
hug me coat.
by the way, Diva bought a Superman. What is this
You
thing
bought
called?
it.
What, oh, I bought
It's
it.
called a Snuggie, and we found it at Goodwill, and it's Superman!
It is like a
Da-da-da!
It's a life-size print of Superman, except for his head.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
looks
I-
like Superman's laying on me.
Oh God!
I had to
It
go
works.
there. You're gonna fax me a Superman?
I'm gonna fax-
Chinese restaurant may help you. Hello, we very busy. Chop chop. You want combo one? You want combo two? Hello, hello.
We had a lot of Chinese this week too.
What's this?
Go ahead and
one do?
push your. Go ahead
It
and push
didn't do
one.
nothing.
Encore! Encore!
Yay!
On
Superman!
frickin' core, buddy. I'm telling you what.
Ouch.
Uh,
I need a drink of me water.
you need a drink of water?
If I had the container open.
After all that, you need a drink of water?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, kids. Howdy. Woo.
First, we should say hello to Mr. Jeff Wickedbeard and his woman, Angela.
Yes.
And we
And-
should say hello to Larry and Ingrid Lutz because we are going to go visit them today. And guess what?
What?
Holy crap, that was even more excited than me.
I can sniff helium every once in a while and get into this crazy stage.
That
Where's-
she's going to go all Roger Rabbit on me for a second there.
1,000 till 1,000.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
But
As a matter
guess what? Guess who we might see while we're there, and I hope we do. Yay!
Our
Margie.
Our dear friend Margie McMullen, fellow friend,
She's one of my besties.
as a matter of fact, kids,
We have a lot of people who actually live in Michigan. Oh,
Michigan.
Michigan. I'm sorry.
Be nice. We have
I'm a Buckeye. I have to say it that way. I'm sorry.
Don't start a state war.
It's Michigan.
Don't start a
I
state.
did it again.
North American Air Defense Readiness Center, Sergeant Marone speaking.
Hey!
How you know my name, eh? Go f yourself and your mother, you
Aw.
sucking mother.
I had to hang up. He was getting too out of hand. Big howdy's going out to who else? Mark Swick.
He's one of our avid listeners. And
We didn't
friend.
let her write a lot of things down because it was.
Yeah, we
we're
didn't
getting-
write anything down.
We're it's going to be a busy weekend for us, and as a matter of fact, believe it or not, it is 9:25 a.m. on
And
Friday.
I want to mention
So we're going to get everything ready.
to the people who are listening, because we know that they do care. Scary Mary's grandfather is back in the hospital. He recently had a massive heart attack a week ago or 2 weeks ago, however long it's been. And last night he had to go back to the hospital. He's having more troubles. So people can say some prayers for Scary Mary and her grandfather.
Yeah, she does have a Facebook page. Just look her up as Mary
It's-
Adams.
But she does have a Scary Mary page, but the A's are at symbols.
Well, just go. Just to
It's
save
easy to
time.
find.
Well, just save time. Just look in Divas. I had to re-add her because of Facebook, so she hasn't accepted my friend thing yet because she ain't been on a computer.
She don't
yet.
want to accept your friend request.
She don't want nothing to do with old Pop. But check her out on
she
Facebook.
calls you Old Pop Dust Mop.
Old Pop Dust Mop. Check
Why
her
is
out.
that?
I don't nickname. Why'd they call me Billy Budd as a kid? And they still
Because
do.
your dad called you that, and I still call you that.
No. Here's some history.
I call you Billy.
Here's some history. Now, the origin of that name. Now, folks, ever since I can remember as a small child, and I am still called to this day,
Billy Bud.
and I'm 41
Yeah.
years old, they call me Billy Bud. And my dad would call me from when I wake up and to get ready for school.
Billy
Bud! Get out here and get ready for school.
We did that together.
Yeah, it's like having your own private ogre wake you up in the morning. A big
Your
giant.
father, a lot of people probably thought he was all burly and
He was
mean
another
and
one.
stuff.
See, he's another Tedley. But I tell you what, don't.
He was very sweet. I loved your dad. Your dad was awesome.
But I'm gonna tell you this much right now. It was just like with David Banner. Don't make him angry because you wouldn't like him when he's angry.
You know who you remind me of? You remind me of the greatest person I've ever met, and that was
Thomas Edison.
That was my grandfather.
Well, I
He was
appreciate
as smart as Thomas. Jesus.
I
My
appreciate it.
grandfather was the smartest human being I've ever met. He could tell you the answer to a difficult math question quicker than you could do it on your calculator.
That's
He
true.
was a very, very smart man.
Yeah. Just go to her page, Mary Adams, and drop her a little line. She will appreciate it because she's having a really tough time today, and yeah. So big howdy, going out to
Scary Mary.
Scary Mary,
Yeah.
our daughter. We're very proud of her. You got any
And the
more?
rest of the kids.
And everybody else. Next week's show, we're going to talk to DJ Trey.
Yay, my new little brother.
Another
He's a tiny little guy, isn't he?
another Monsters Among Us alumni. We're going to talk to him Sunday. I'm going to call him Sunday.
He's got one of the best smiles ever.
He's an all right guy, man. We appreciate him. We appreciate his show, the Underground DJ Network, Mondays, around 8 o'clock. Go to it, man, and check it out. Sometimes we're always hanging. If we're not busy, we're in the chat room and we're talking with everybody. And you can find Big Larry Lutz there. Jeff Wicked Wicked Beard pops on every now and then.
Wicked Beard Pops.
Pop goes a Vito. You can find our other friends like Amber Decker. She's there. And a array of people. And you can watch Trey as he's spinning his music. And Arrow's right there You know, as his sidekick,
Being
man.
Arrow.
Being Arrow. We love Arrow, man. He's a cool
But
dude.
there's also another internet radio show that we listen to and participate in the chat room with once in a while. We haven't lately because we've been so tremendously busy doing stuff that it kind of slips our mind because it's on late at night and
That
stuff.
is true.
It's on Fridays and Sundays, correct?
Yes, that
It's
is.
from 9 to midnight. Mad World Radio.
Mad World Radio with Odd Man and Elizabeth Odd.
Very nice people. We've been to visit them in Michigan twice now and enjoyed both of our visits.
Exactly.
The first visit, they took us to hell.
Yeah, exactly.
They did. They
literally took us
they
to hell.
literally took us to hell. And the
I'd love to
second
go back.
visit,
I'd love to go back there
Elizabeth
again.
made this awesome soup. So,
Exactly.
and now every time you want somebody to concentrate on something, what do we say? We say, eat your
Eat your
soup.
No soup for you.
Yep.
But you know, as I said before in the past, that we're going to make as many trips as we can to other places, and I do want to go back and see Odd and all them. And
You know what trip we're
hang out with
making soon after the trip we're taking today to Michigan, right?
Yeah.
The next trip we're taking, where is it?
it's to Atlanta.
No. Well, yeah, you're right and you're wrong. Because I don't know if we'll make it there before Atlanta or after Atlanta. I'm hoping before Atlanta. But we are going to go to Indianapolis. Why are we going to Indianapolis?
Because they got the greatest chili dogs the world has ever known.
No. So we can get our marriage license
Get
for
our marriage.
July.
Yep, we got to get it planned. We got to get the marriage
And while
license.
we're there, we might visit some friends. Stephanie.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're going to do some visiting.
I hope
as
to
much-
see
as much
Stephanie
as we
while we're in
can.
town.
Much as we can.
Shayna works so much that I probably won't get to see her, which would be great if I did because I really, 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 really miss my Shayna.
I
Shayna
understand.
Vincent.
I understand. Big
Say
howdy.
hello to Shayna.
Big
to
howdy's
Stephanie.
going out to all them too. All
Stephanie
of them.
DeCecco.
Yeah, and if we missed anybody, you can just bet the farm that don't think that we ain't thinking about you because we are. And like you said before, you know, fan stardom, and I wanted to say this and I forgot, and I had mentioned this before, you know, for the direction that we're going in right now, wherever it takes us, to the point that we are to that status.
I hope we
I've
get that
mentioned
status.
I've mentioned this a million times. If I will, and I know this deep in my heart, I will not forget where I came from.
I know where my roots are.
I will not shy away and upset people that have come miles to see me. I will treat them as if they are family and longtime friends, each and every one of
There's
them.
someone else that I want to say howdy to.
Who?
Mr. Ron Fitzgerald.
I just recently added him as a Facebook friend
Did you?
for the second time.
You might want to go through his pictures because recently I seen this week in some pictures and some information about him online that he did something here recently. I don't know if it was a photo shoot or what it was, but there was a comment made that a certain someone will never look at Hannibal Lecter the same again. So I'm not for sure what all of that's about. And I also, and then you're gonna get on my case for this one.
Okay.
Also, I want to say a big howdy to Mr. Douglas Tate because you know why?
Why?
What did he do?
I-
He said Happy Valentine's Day to me on my wall the other day. Yay!
He kind of does something for you, doesn't he?
I like Douglas.
Douglas Tate is the man.
He's
Check that video out. What is
he's-
that video that
he's
he's...
very good looking and he's got the guns and he's a
Yeah.
sweetheart.
What is that video you showed me earlier this week about? He was in,
Oh,
he was dressed as Bigfoot.
yeah, he did a commercial dressed as Bigfoot, but also I don't know if this thing that he posted on his wall, it was a YouTube video or something that he posted on his wall, and I don't know if it was an outtake or if it's some kind of little joke that they did or if it was actually a commercial, because I don't watch commercials, so I don't ever see these things. But it was on his wall the other day, and it was him, and there was these two people sitting in like director's chairs, and they were discussing
rehearsing
yeah,
a
they were
scene.
discussing a scene, and up comes Bigfoot, and he says hello to the woman. I don't remember what her name was. We'll say Sally, but he says hello to her, and she's all, well, hi there, and they're talking, and he's like, did you see my feet? And she's like, yeah. What about them? He says, they're kind of big, aren't they? And she's like, yeah, you have big feet. He's like, you know what they say about big feet. And she's like, and she kind of looks like she's uncomfortable, and she's like, I'm gonna go now. And she gets out of her chair and walks away. And he's like, no, really, what do they say about people with big feet? Everybody's always saying that, and nobody ever tells me what it means. And then it gets all Yeti angry and
Yeti angry. I'm gonna get all Yeti angry on your ass.
and he shoves the chair with attitude, and he gets all upset about it. It's a funny video.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna post that on my wall.
I was gonna say, post that to the wall so people can find that.
North American Air Defense.
We stop hitting that same button.
What do you mean? Go yourself.
Hello, Frankie. Frankie, it's you.
The number you have reached has been changed. The new number is 1-800-KISS MY BUTT.
I thought maybe I could hit
better.
some different ones, but I keep hitting the same ones. So
that's Douglas Tate right there.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we had to do it again.
Well, I tell you what, gang. It is the time when the old clock says 9:36 a.m. We have a sheep load of things to do today.
I gotta get these dark roots colored for soon. My hair is gonna be black or something. I don't know.
We gotta make Aaron running, and we also gotta get prepared and pack and get ready to leave for Michigan tonight or afternoon.
I gotta make sure I don't forget my camera.
Yeah, so we're gonna go and visit Larry and Ingrid Lutz. Larry is part of Monsters Among Us. He come and visit us, so we go visit him.
That's right. They did come and see us, and we had a great old time.
That's
and
right. We had a great time.
And yeah.
I understand that you had a message from Ingrid saying something.
Oh yes, they're very excited that we are coming. She is extremely excited, and so am I. And she asked if we could play around with some gore makeup while we're there. So I get to bring my toys. Yeah,
we're gonna bring it on.
I'm gonna have me a play date.
You have me a play date.
Yeah.
And we're also going to take with us the attire that I found for the cemetery zombie.
Yes, and
Bill
I
Hinzman's
will
character.
look at some of the YouTube footage and or bring my movie along and look at it. Yeah. Well, I don't want just a picture because you got to see it at different angles and stuff. I would rather look at a clip of it or bring my movie and look at it on my computer.
Well, no, don't bring the movie at all. Just get it on YouTube. There is scenes where maybe not. Bring it anyways.
Well, there probably is now since he passed away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to get the right markings and stuff on the suit.
Details everything.
Yeah.
Because
I know I have a tendency to over zombie the attire and stuff. But I want to look at the videos and stuff and get it the way that it is in the movie. I don't want to do any extras to it.
Right. No problem. So I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to go on ahead and get into the interview with Jeff Wickedbeard.
Yay!
And it was a hell of a time, and we enjoyed talking to Jeff as we do with everybody else. So
you know why I can't wait till we get to Atlanta?
Why?
I miss our friends.
We'll see some more of them.
No wonder I go crazy at these conventions. I haven't seen people in forever, and I'm like, oh my god,
forever and ever and evermore.
I'm bringing my new zombie flask that I found at the Spencer's store last week.
Okay, we're all going to be set, so
I'll have me a little bit of a drink.
You have a little bit of a drink.
After hours, not during the work time.
Real quick, before I forget, you can also find the Nightmare Man and Diva of the Dead over at SinisterSpace.com. This is a MySpace for horror and Halloween enthusiasts. That is where I first introduced everybody to the Nightmare Man. That was my very first. Or they can
also go to divaofthedead.com and we can all have a chit chat in there.
Yeah, go over there. Check us out, all those pages. We want to hear from you.
Neglecting my page.
We want to hear from you, man. Come on. Hello, is there anybody out there? Come on over. We have cookies.
Oh, my. Of course, you know, I did dance with Harry S. Truman. I'm 97 years old. I live in a nursing home. Have you seen my dog?
Have you seen my dog?
I ain't seen your dog, so,
The zombies ate it.
I think we'll just go into the interview, and then later on
Well, without further ado,
Mr. Jeff Wickedbeard.
mwah.
He is known as the King of Costumes. You can find him at many of horror conventions all over. We have the good fortune to hang with him this March in Atlanta for Days of the Dead's Monsters Among Us. Please welcome to the Nightmare Hour, the one, the only, Mr. Jeff Wickedbeard. How you doing, brother?
What's up, brother?
Not much, man.
What's up, Diva?
Not a lot. Shopping.
Yep, shopping.
Business shopping.
Big shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's business shopping. I got a printer and got more things to do business.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, Days of the Dead, Atlanta is like right around the corner, brother. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Got the banner, got the backdrop ready to go. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough cash available to get the picture backdrop I wanted, but I got black and white and I got a green screen, so that should be all right.
Oh, it should be perfect. Yeah, we've been.
Monsters are in order. I got the costumes ready to go. We should be set.
That's
Awesome.
good. We got a haunted house one.
Yeah, she ordered one. The banner or the backdrop, I believe, would cover half of Mississippi. I believe it's.
Well, in order to get it as tall as what I needed it came in a really absurd length. It's like 22 feet long.
Ooh.
But it's like 6 feet tall.
You gonna be able to trim that down a little bit?
Sure.
Because I don't know the dimensions of the room. He showed me the diagram of the room, but I don't exactly know. Mine's only 10 by 10, but
I couldn't get one that tall with a picture.
Yeah. One of the things I wanted to mention when Diva and I first made the scene at our very first horror convention, we had the good fortune of taking your picture, and I remember this. I mentioned to Diva, I said, look at that Jason Voorhees over there. I said, that is about the sweetest looking character that you ever seen.
I remember the exact moment when we actually seen them. We were at
Horrorhound, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, 2010.
We were 2009. Yeah, 10.
Yes, 10.
We were at Horrorhound, and we were walking into the one vendor's room, and he and Angela were walking out, but they were both dressed as a male and female Jason.
Yeah, their costumes.
And we noticed them like immediately.
So, how many conventions have you been to, Jeff? I know you've been to a lot of them.
Oh, well, the first was I think my first one was a Horrorhound. I went by myself, and it was the first time I'd ever done a convention at all in costume.
Mm-hmm.
And Aaron Crowell actually invited me through one of the forums I was on, and this was before Facebook and all that shit. Yeah. So
what year was that?
2008.
Wow.
Yeah, 2008, and
he's 4 years running now.
Yeah, I did two costumes. I did my Part 8, very early Part 8, wasn't even the one I have now, and then I did my very first remake suit, which was completely not accurate at all. But it was the best I could do. There was only a couple shots to go by, and I just did the best I can. Derek Mears loved it, so that's all that matters.
Oh well, yeah. if you got Derek Mears' vote, that's all that matters.
Well, we were supposed to do a shoot up in his room. We were going to set up a shoot up there, but he ended up staying down. We just did it right at his table there.
Great. Yeah. What started you going to the conventions in the first place?
The first time I was just really. I didn't know what to expect. I just walked around. It wasn't that busy, really. It wasn't it was an early Horrorhound. It was really kind of bare, really.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it wasn't anything like the cons, we go to now where they're packed in,
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
But it was in Indy. I drove up. It was one day. I drove up, went in, left, and then my next one, the big one that got me started in all this was Scarefest.
Yeah. That
was the year I got the picture with Betsy. That's everywhere on the internet.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, that's great.
Met Adrian and all, that was the first year Jeff got me involved with Scarefest, and I've been with him ever since.
Awesome.
So what started you going to the conventions in the first place?
Just the love of being a character. I mean, I've always loved horror, but I got a taste of the limelight.
We
and
actually
I found out that I had a forte for doing costumes. I was like, well, screw it. I'm gonna make a go at this,
And that you have. I mean,
Yeah.
if you go to Jeff Wickedbeard's Facebook page and his albums, there is
a plethora of pictures.
There is millions of pictures there.
I was told I have I have 5,200 pictures, and I think that's a mile.
Wow.
Or something like a mile of pictures.
That's a shit.
Somebody
I probably have
calculated
just as
the
much.
actual distance.
Yeah. That is, I mean, you got some tremendous shots in there.
Well, when I go over to my buddies, I mean, I have pictures from Patrick Dobson, who's one of my closest friends, and he lives out in Jersey, and he's taken a bunch of pictures with me, but unfortunately he lives too far away. We can't always do a shoot.
Yeah.
And, Mike Corner he's part of Wicked Beard Creations, big part of it, and him and Allison, who plays my victim, and those two have, they've been a huge part of what I do since I started it. Actually, Mike's the one that kind of helped, was the catalyst for me to win these costumes and really pushing them beyond what they are, what they were. And then I have, Anthony Romeo, who's another really good friend of mine, who is actually going to be the official photog for Days of the Dead and Monsters Among Us. So
right.
He's going to be taking quality pictures of all of us and
good.
The event in itself. So
that sounds
great.
Not,
we can't hog him, so we all got to he's just going to be walking around taking general shots of everybody. So pose for the camera, but
yeah.
All his shots are they're going to be top notch. So we're going to have some really good pictures.
That's great.
So what monsters are you bringing
for Days?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be at least 8 or 9 suits. Wow. I'm looking at probably majority of them being Jason. Possibly if Babyface gets good reception at Dead Winter, I'm going to bring him. Mm-hmm. Not quite done fixing up my Reaper yet, so I think our Creeper, he's going to have to wait.
That's the Creeper from.
I'm not going to bring Predator to this one. Because it's too far away, and we got so much in the car as it is, and Predator just takes up too much space. So I think we're going to wait till Indy.
It's a bulky outfit.
Well, especially since Ian White's going to be at Indy, I think that'd be a better time to bring Predator. Anyway.
So total number of costumes that you have
that you own.
What's the number?
Ooh, well, I got every Jason, so. How many movies are we looking at?
I think that's, 8, 9?
I don't know.
I got 9.
I lost track.
I got at least 13 Jason suits. Cause I got,
yeah, I was going to say 13.
The part 4, I got part 5 Dream Sequence, part 5, the part 5 regular, and then so I count that movie as 2. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at 13 probably with that. Then I have the Uber, which... I keep telling everybody I'm working on it, but I haven't even got started on it yet. I'm still waiting on the hockey mask to get finished. I got the under mask.
Yeah.
Which is a custom made by a sculptor. I paid to have it privately sculpted, so I'm going to be the only one with it. And
cool.
Nobody can copy me on that one unless they sculpt their own.
Yeah.
I got let's see. I got Babyface. I got the Creeper. I got Hatchet in the works. I got a couple obscure ones. I got the dude from Midnight Movie.
Mm-hmm.
The dude.
And, got the Hatchet or Executioner in the works, almost finished. Predator, of course. Pinhead. I don't know. I hope you're counting because I'm just naming.
He needs a whole house for his costumes.
I'm working on the original again. And Michael Myers, of course, part 6.
So,
shit.
A shitload.
Chrome Skull, which is not... Chrome Skull is not one of my top-notch suits, just only because the mask itself, I had to just wing it using a mask I found on eBay because I cannot afford to have one sculpted. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I think that's about it. I got one that I did a while back that was involved a welding mask, and that was called Splatterman. They changed the name because I think there were some issues with another character. It's I honestly can't even remember the creator. He's a comic book artist, but Jim. I think his name is Jimmy. But he created Splatterman. I thought it was a kind of a cool character. So I was like, as Jimmy Palmiotti is the guy who created Splatterman.
Right. You know, I was.
I've worn a couple times for pictures. I've never worn that anywhere. To me, it's a cool character, but it's not something that's going to raise a lot of eyebrows. So.
Right.
So, where do all these costumes go when you're not at the convention? Surely you don't have 10,000 mannequins hanging around the house dressed all up.
In my closet, I got a costume closet.
That's got to be one damn large closet.
It's jam-packed.
I bet.
Oh, I bet it is. No air can get in there.
Unfortunately,
I don't even have room for Diva here.
If I had a big enough closet where I could space everything out, that would be nice. But our apartment, I mean, it's so small, and this place looks like the damn Sanford and Sons living room.
Well, brother, I feel
Ours
you.
does too.
I feel you there, because if you would walk into our house right now, you would see that it's Sanford and Son over here too. Nothing but
the whole living room is Diva's workstation.
I have my armor work, which I have a bunch of orders I'm working on right now, trying to do that, and the costume work, and daily life, and my freaking job, and it's a lot to do. And and then my floor is covered with shit. Angie puts up with it, which she's a trooper for doing that.
Yeah.
But you have to. She's used to stepping around stuff, so it's become quite a obstacle course.
Yeah, that's true.
And we got all our bags and shit packed for dead winter in the middle of the living room, so that's another big pile of shit.
That sounds just about like with us. When we get ready to go to these conventions, we got everything packed, and it's just we'll clean it all up when we get back. We just got to get there. Now I've noticed that you got. Now, do you have a Darth Vader costume, correct?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
Okay, because I was rummaging through your...
He was naming them all off, and he forgot Darth.
I was rummaging through your pictures.
I don't do Darth very often. I only do him usually for Comic-Cons. But he's coming to Deadwind. He's coming to Indy.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, was you going to bring it and show up on David Prowse's table? You'd have to come.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That would be the picture to end all pictures.
Well, yeah.
Adolfo specifically said he wants the Darth Vader there, so...
Well, maybe you can
special
I
request.
gotta make some adjustments to it. I gotta add some batteries and make sure he looks good. I want to try to figure out. I wear my platforms for that, which kind of looks stupid, but I have to get the height up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah.
But I figure if I can get the right amount of heelage in there, and I can possibly at least get up to a respectable height for David.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Because I was going through your picture and I seen that, and it's like, he's got to wear that to Indy. I mean, there's no question.
Oh yeah, that's one of the ones that's coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, Days of the Dead Atlanta, Monsters Among Us. When the fans walk into our room, what are they expected to see from Jeff Wickedbeard's table?
Oh, they're gonna see all their favorite characters in full glory.
I mean,
I mean, I'm just gonna be when I'm suited up. It's that's what they're gonna get. They're gonna get the monster.
That's gonna be exciting because I've talked to people at other conventions that Jeff's been in, and they've also said wow, did you see the Jason? Did you see the Jason? And I'm standing right there and they said where and they point down there and I said oh that's Jeff. I know him. That's Jeff.
No big deal. We know that guy. We're friends with him.
But yeah, man,
we went so far as thinking if I have the time and I could get a hold of some chain, I'm thinking like each character I'm in, I might, get a long enough piece of chain and then attach it somehow to my leg, or something like of that nature to look like I'm kind of chained up in that area. That way, I don't know. I haven't decided fully on that yet, but but rest assured, it's going to be a sight to see.
Or you can just chain yourself up to a giant rock in Friday the 13th Part 6. Jason Lives. Tommy tried to drown him with the rock and stuff.
Well, that would have to be attached to my neck, though, and that's the only thing.
Well, you have to carry the rock around then.
I got
Make a paper mache one.
I got to be able to move around. That's the only situation. Yeah, with you guys doing your gigs and your new stuff, I mean, it's going to be one hell of a room, man. I'm telling you.
Did you? What's the person's name? We got a new monster in the room.
Yeah, he does the Predator. I believe he was part of the
John Quick.
Yeah, of your costume
is?
contest at the very first Days of the Dead
Yeah, did
convention.
you get confirmation on that?
It's on the Monsters Among Us page.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
his picture's up there, but there's no bio right now.
Yeah, so I don't know. I was under the impression there was 8 of us, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I just one day I just
Not that I wouldn't want John involved. You know,
Right.
It's just a matter of I was under the impression that it was set, and I didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't know about it either. I happen to be I go on there every once in a while and look around and see what's going on, see if anybody changed their pictures or whatnot. And I was looking around and I seen John Quick on there and I seen a big old Predator picture. I'm like, did you know we got a new monster for the room? And he's like, no, I didn't know.
I believe that now did Larry, when we talked to Larry, did he say that he was bringing his Predator costume?
I do not remember.
Because then then
That'd
we
be
got
another Predator.
then we got another Predator. But you know what, I talked to DJ Trey, and I told him that if he wanted to have a certain schedule for a Freddy, because unless of course he wanted 2 Freddys in the room, or we could like trade off and on, so that way we're not stepping on each other's character and stuff like that, negotiable thoughts and stuff like that. But
Why would it be a problem to have 2 Freddys in there at the same time?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if one of you do your Freddy, I'm thinking the other guy should do something else.
Yeah.
something like nature.
I think.
But yeah, I brought, I'm bringing 5 with me. I made a costume change up. I got rid of one, and added another. Bill Hinsman, recently passed away, and I thought it would be a nice tribute to him.
You're gonna be the zombie.
That I'm going as the cemetery zombie in Night of the Living Dead.
That's awesome.
And
he's found a suit that looks just like it.
We lucked out, Jeff. We do a lot of shopping at Goodwill stores, and we find a lot of great stuff that adds to our stuff.
A lot of the outfits that I've worn have all come from Goodwill. Very few have been new.
I stumbled upon this we went to go look for something. I said, I want to go to the store. I said, I want to get a cemetery zombie suit. And you got the racks for all your suits and everything. And I lucked out right down to the last detail. Everything looked out great. So what I'm going to do as soon as I get everything together, Diva's going to tatter it up a bit. Bill Hinsman went to all these conventions, and he's got the suit right down to where the rip is on
the shoulder blade.
On the shoulder. And she's going to do that for me, and then she'll possibly do my makeup.
Except for I won't put the rip in the ass. He's got a rip in his ass cheek in the suit on the movie too.
And only you would.
And you don't get to have that
and
one.
Only you would figure. Only you would see that.
That one will be missing.
I look forward to seeing it. Sounds awesome.
Yeah, and I think what we're going to do is I'm going to do that character all day Sunday as a tribute. We'll just do that all day Sunday in zombie form. But
that's cool.
But yeah, that's something that Diva told me. She said that there's only one zombie that's supposed to be in this household. I'm supposed to stick to Freddy and demons and stuff like that.
Hey, you tell me that you're
Don't
the
wanna
voice
step on
guy,
her
and I
shoes.
shouldn't. You tell me I'm the voice guy, and I'm not supposed to go stepping on your voices and all that stuff. Well, I'm the diva. I'm the zombie.
I know you have your other demon costume, and I figured when Trey did his Freddy, you could do your custom thing.
Yeah.
Well, he has
most
Hannibal
definitely.
and he has
you got
Dexter.
Hannibal.
He's not going to do the cyborg dude.
Yeah, that's one of the change ups
No,
I
I'm
did.
talking about the one with the horns on the top of it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Yeah, that's the Nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
that one's name.
Definitely that one, and I think Larry's got a new one. He's busting out. He's going to be busting his gin out.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous of that because I wanted to do that suit so freaking bad.
So you can still do it.
Yeah,
I can't afford a silicone mask, and he has a really sweet silicone mask.
Yeah, we're hopefully we're going to get a little trip down there this weekend to see him. We're going to do
photos.
We're going to do some more photo shoots. He came over last weekend?
2 weekends ago.
2 weekends ago, and we did a photo shoot up here. He brought his wife with him.
And that was funny because we're standing there in a cemetery here in town on one of the busiest streets that we have. And there's a mausoleum there that I wanted to get his werewolf pictures at.
Right.
And we're standing there getting ready to shoot, and a car comes through to visit their relatives. And we got this big bloody werewolf standing by the mausoleum, and we had to move out the way. It was fun.
And you gotta think of what that lady was gonna say when she got home. You know, as I was
Well,
out there
yeah.
putting flowers on Uncle Henry's grave, and I seen this giant werewolf standing by a mausoleum.
Not to mention, but when I took Mary's pictures with the werewolf attacking her, she would actually scream to get a good picture. And we happened upon a cemetery stone that says Mary Adams on it.
Yeah, our daughter's
It just has the wrong middle initial, but that was pretty cool.
Kind of strange happenings there.
Yeah.
Now you said that you're going to be going to Dead Winter.
Yeah, that's actually we're leaving tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. Now as far as Days of the Dead and that. Now, okay, where else are we going to see Jeff Wickedbeard this year at? What conventions you going to hit him at?
Well, I have Dead Winter. Then I have the Days of the Dead, obviously in Atlanta. Then April is the Mid-Ohio Paranormal Con here in Ohio, Middletown. And let's see, then it's Days of the Dead in Indianapolis.
That's July.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we got Scarefest, I believe in September. And then there's Days of the Dead in Chicago.
You are going to be busy.
That's it.
Yeah, you're going to be busy.
That's it for me.
You'll be hopping around, man. That's great.
I positively cannot afford to take any more weekends off for shows, so that's going to be my extent this year.
Yeah, I mean it gets to be expensive,
Oh,
doesn't it?
yeah.
Well, mostly the hotels. That's
Right.
where it kills me, especially for Scarefest, because Scarefest rates, you know, they're not like any other con. You know, like this year I think it's the Hyatt again, but they're $179 a night.
Holy
Oh.
crap.
Yeah, they don't give you very good rates.
Ugh.
So that's where most of the cost comes in. Fortunately, at Dead Winter, Brian Sizemore is taking very good care of me and Trey and a few other people, and you know, so we're not really doing a whole lot of money for this one, but it's still a drive, and it's still, you know, time off work. So
Yeah. It all adds up. It all adds up.
It does.
You know, Jeff, I think that's about what we got all for tonight.
You got anybody you want to say hello to?
Anything you want to plug?
Well, you know, obviously, wickedbeardcreations.com. It's not a site to buy anything. It's just a site to go enjoy. It's just a layout of all my costumes in a really cool manner. My buddy Mike and his Brian Sowers created it for me. Kind of a birthday present. And you can go check out my stuff there. Head over to my Facebook page. Just type in Wicked Beard. You'll find me.
And on the
shout out, to Jeff Waldridge, Lee Kirkland, Brian Sizemore, Adolfo, of course, and all my fellow monsters, you all.
awesome.
Also wanted to give a little shout out to a few people that I've noticed have been doing some really good costuming lately, and they've come to me for tips here and there, and you know, they've claimed I was a little bit of an inspiration, and Keith Thomas, he's coming along really nicely with some of his stuff, and Jason Baker, and a good friend of mine from the Fright Forum. His name's Rudy Weinel, and
Okay.
he does. I think he lives out in Germany,
Wow.
but he is really doing some nice costuming. And these guys are giving me a run for my money. They keep me on my toes. I constantly have to improve just to stay ahead of the game.
Well,
it
it's
kind of gets a little tiring, but you know, the more good costumers that come out, the more I have to work.
Oh, yeah, that's yeah, but it's a thing that we love, and we gotta love it.
But you
Yep.
head over to, like I said, Adolfo has taken extremely good care of us, and I think he deserves some
yes.
accolades. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
How excited are you for Days?
Oh, God, I'm always looking forward to it. Ever since the first one, I love one of these shows.
And now
You
we're
know,
part
I
of it,
feel-
and
I
that's
feel
even more
welcome.
exciting.
I feel like I'm important. I feel like I'm part of the game, and it's part of a family.
Yeah,
not
it's a
just
good
a
feeling.
Show, being cold shouldered by everybody, and it's a little different. It feels a lot different, and to me, I appreciate that. And I will always be a part of these shows as long as they'll have me.
Yeah, that's
us.
That's our feelings exactly. You know, and you hit it right on the nail there, right on the head. The family, and that's what we are, family. I mean, it's not just the costume people. It's the fans that we run into. You know, it's just like
fans. It's the sculptors. It's the artists.
Right.
Nathan Milliner has done a lot for me. Joel Robinson has done a lot for me, and I'll tell you, without Justin Mabry from Night Owl Productions, some of my costumes wouldn't have the magic they have.
Wow.
He's done. He did my mask for my Part 7, my hands for my Jason Goes to Hell. I mean, you know, he's added a lot to my suits, and he's the reason Beekler, from the guy who created the Part 7 look,
I like his Freddy one.
Was so impressed with my work, and he said that the mask I had on was the closest he's seen besides the one he made.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I thought that was a great thing, you know, for him to say about Justin's work. You know, so Justin Mabry is awesome. Crash Cunningham has done a couple of hawks for me. He's been a big inspiration back in the day. You know, he used to, you know, give me so many compliments, and he really bolstered my self-confidence in this field. And, you know, I got to thank him for where I am right now. It's because he pushed me to get there, you know.
Right.
So,
just everybody. And Ken Torello from Fright Stuff, you know. Great guy. You know, that's where I get all my hockey mask blanks from. And he's actually the one that's molding my Uber mask for me. So
cool.
So
there's so many different people. It's hard to,
yeah.
You know.
Am I remembering wrong, or did you say that you are in an upcoming movie or independent film?
We have a movie. Patrick Dobson and I and Adrian King and Amy Steele. We're really pushing to get this fan. It's going to have to be a fan film because of licensing issues. But
yeah,
hopefully it's going to be one of the best fan films you'll ever see, though, Friday the 13th wise. So the script I got to keep on the down low until we get things approved. But you know, it you know, it works around Crystal Lake. It involves Adrian and Amy playing their roles from the movie, but it takes a little twist, and I am slated to play the Jason role.
Cool.
You know, so that should be very awesome if it ever comes to fruition. It's going to take money. It's going to take time. So
yeah,
you know,
right.
now we're kind of dragging our heels on it.
Yeah,
and I got another one. Crazy Fat Ethel.
Oh, I know what this one. I know what this one he's talking about.
Brian Norton and is directing it, I believe, and then I have it's a very small part, and I play a nasty dude. You know, I'm just kind of. It's maybe a 5-10 minute part,
mm-hmm.
you know, but what the hell? It's a movie, you know.
Right.
and I figured I give it a shot, see what I can do, you know.
Well, that's
like
good.
I said, I play a dude. Apparently I'm not a real nice guy, and and I'm kind of a nasty guy. So,
but we all,
I'm not a killer or anything like that. I'm really looking forward to playing a killer in a movie eventually.
But a lot of people don't know this, that in person you're just a cuddly teddy bear. That's
yeah.
I try not
with
to
big guns.
let that out. Angie already plays down my scariness. You know, saying I'm not a mean, scary guy. You know,
I do the same thing to this one.
She makes it hard for me to be scary when she's telling everybody how freaking nice I am.
I know, she was all sweet talking about you yesterday on Facebook.
Well, and I admit when I'm suited up, I am the character. You know, I'm not. I don't break it. I don't sit. Maybe people that are really, really close to me, I'll talk through the mask. But for the fans, I play the character. You know, but when I'm out of costume, I love my fans. I love everybody that supports me. I love everybody that gives me the time of day. I mean, I wear costumes and people treat me the way they do, and I love it.
That's great. Yeah.
But I will always give my fans, my time, no matter what. I don't care if I was the most famous guy on earth. I would find a way to give my fans the time of day. And I love talking to people when I'm out of costume. I love hanging and drinking and having a good time at these shows. And
it's pretty crazy at night.
I just believe in being nice. There's too many people out there that are in the limelight that treat people like shit. And
that's true.
The fans are what put them there, and that always aggravates me.
Yeah,
So I will never ever treat anybody like that.
Yeah, that's our motto too. That's how we roll, because the fans come to the conventions and they want to meet the stars and the people behind the conventions. Us. The ones that roam the halls, and they come to these conventions for us too.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
exactly.
and you want to put on a good show.
We may not get quite the mention the celebs get, and I think in fact a celebrity is just anybody who has a lot of fans and is well known. And to me, we're all celebrities, but the ones that that played the roles in the movies, I got a large handful of people that I truly respect and love to be around. Richard Brooker for one, Douglas Tate.
Oh yes.
R.A. Mihailoff, Warrington Gillette, John Dugan. Yeah, all these guys are just incredible people. And Brian Steele, loved hanging with him. Derek Mears. They're just, when I see them at these shows, I know I can walk up to him and I know we can talk. And Kane Hodder, he's usually busy, so I try to talk to him, but he don't always have time to shoot the shit.
Right.
All right.
Kane's not an overly talkative individual when it comes to just bullshitting. He'll talk to you for a while and he moves on.
Right.
But Mark Patton, all these people, it's just amazing just being around them, because they talk to you like you're just like you're one of their friends, and I love it.
Right.
Yep.
They don't treat you like you're below them.
Exactly. Yeah.
And those are the celebrities I like to see at shows. Those type of people, and I hope to always have those type of folks at the shows I go to.
Oh, I'm sure. I know you have a tremendous amount of fans, just as we do, and they're always going to be ready to go to a convention to see the King of Costumes, and they're always looking forward to seeing him.
Well, certain ones like Wicked Beard and Trey and you as Fred, and there's certain ones that go to the convention.
Oh,
even
yeah,
me
I forgot
that
too. That's another one.
I know. I love your Fred outfit. I love that thing.
We just watched that movie just the other day. It came in the morning
Yesterday
on TV.
morning.
Yeah, it was on TV.
But it's just some of these
with me, it's New
conventions.
Nightmare, because that's the one I pull off the best, and I can't do a lot of the other ones because I'm a little too big. But I can do New Nightmare because the coat kind of tones me down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of like my mask. Angie's not a big fan of it, but I like it. So.
Yeah,
I like it.
Right.
I like it a lot. It's the reason why some certain people even go to those conventions is to see us.
Well, yeah, if
We
I had
are
a
part of
sword,
the
then that
reason
would be
why
better,
the-
then I could actually move my mouth and talk and
Oh,
speak
yeah.
and all kinds of cool stuff. But
yeah,
it's just a lot of shit in the works, man. And I appreciate you all, giving me the time to spend with you here.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And Atlanta, as we've talked to the other,
Ooh, that's gonna be a good time.
the other monsters we have talked to with Larry and Andrew and all the rest of them, we are going to take Atlanta by storm.
Oh,
This is gonna be a hell of a trip. I'll tell you.
That is what we're going to do. Days of the Dead and Monsters Among Us. Come see the King of Costume, Jeff Wickedbeard, as he slashes and dashes through all your
Dashes.
dashes.
He's
Well,
a reindeer now.
No, he's Prancer more like. It's
Oh.
No.
Well, yeah. Just prepare yourself, because it's going to be one hell of a ride.
Yep.
So what days are you going to be there? Are you coming in on Thursday or?
Yeah, we'll be there. We're going to be there late Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, that's
Till
most of
Sunday.
us are getting in on Thursday.
And I don't know for sure if we're going to go to the Ari's little thing or not that Thursday night, because I kind of want to go out to dinner, and I'm thinking I'd like to go to an actual restaurant, not a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I think Allison, Mike, me, and Angie, and possibly whoever else wants to go. We're gonna go somewhere and see Atlanta and maybe get some dinner.
Awesome.
Sounds like a
South
good time.
Florida after we get everything all settled in.
Sounds great. Days of the Dead, people. Monsters Among Us. Come see Jeff. Come see all of us
That's right.
as we tear your souls apart. Jeff, it's been truly an honor talking with you, and thank you very much for showing up and shooting the breeze with us, brother. And we will.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll see you in Atlanta.
That's
All
right.
right.
All right. Take it easy, brother.
You two have a good night.
All right. You too, man.
All right. Love you both.
Love you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Jeff Wickedbeard on the Nightmare Hour.
On behalf of myself and Princess Diva of the Dead,
until next time,
keep on a slashing, baby.